Hello, my name is George Braque, and I was part of the Cubist art movement. This movement took place during 1907 through 1914, and it primarily took part in Paris. Now, this art movement is known for its fresh subjects and seeing things from multiple angles and vantage points. Now, the Cubist movement was actually created by moi and my dear friend Picasso. Now, we were inspired by African tribal masks one day when we were in the museum, and so we decided to make a collaboration. Now, this movement wanted to stray away from just painting the world how it is, and it really wanted to capture the essence of something, the essence of a subject. With the rise of cameras that could take realistic pictures of people, art was starting to become more obsolete, and we needed something to shake up the art world. And that is what Cubism is. Now, some important artists are Juan Gris, and even Marcel Duchamp was a Cubist for some time. Now, let me tell you a little bit about my personal life. I was born in 1882 and sadly died in 1963. I actually wanted to be a house painter like my father and grandfather were. But life had other plans, of course. During 1987 through 1989, I started painting at the École des Beaux-Arts, and then I moved to Paris to further pursue painting. Now, I then painted at the Académie Humbert from 1902 to 1904, and my first solo show was in 1908. And the year after that, I invented Cubism with Picasso. Now, my art mainly consisted of things like still life and things you can get a hold of, like this knife right here, or these little fruits like cranberries. And we will talk about fruits during one of my favorite paintings. Now, I want to tell you one of my favorite paintings I created, and it's titled Fruit Dish in Glass. And I created it in 1912. And this painting's mainly stylistically is Cubist, of course, because I created it. And as you can see right here from this painting, it tries to sing the essence of a fruit dish, the essence of what's in the table, not just the table itself. Now, as you can see, it's very fractured, everything's everywhere, and it's from multiple angles. And that's what makes this Cubist. Now, there were distinct lines that drew your attention to this painting, and there were shapes that told you what things were. For example, all the little circles were grapes, and the little shape of the base, and you could tell those were flowers. Now, it was a funny story, a cute story of how this piece started. It started in France when I was with my dear old buddy Picasso, when I noticed a roll of foxboy paper. And that's where the magic began. And I made the first Cubist paper collage. Yes, it's a paper collage. Very creative, right? I'm so awesome. Now, this just goes to show at the time that art can come from the simplest of things. And that is what Cubism is all about.